Wild Thyme Cooking with Allison Davis is brought to you by Corman Kitchen and Bath.
Hey there, welcome back to Midday Kentucky. I'm Chef Allison Davis in the Wild Thyme Kitchen, and today I'm talking about a Greek dish that I had that I just loved. And I went to Greece over the summer, and this was one of my favorites. It's called Saganaki. And until we really knew what Saganaki meant, we thought it was just this fried feta or this fried cheese dish, like pan fried, that was nice and crispy. But Saganaki actually refers to more of the pan that you're cooking your dish in. So it's reference to a heavy bottomed pan, and you can have a lot of different types of Saganaki, say, you know, vegetable Saganaki or pork or eggplant, cheese, and in this case we're going to be focusing in on shrimp. So we're going to be making a shrimp Saganaki dish. It's very simple. This is a great go-to entree for your weeknight dinners, and extremely flavorful. I absolutely love kind of the way that this comes together and creates like a nice sauce. So we obviously have a heavy bottom skillet here, a cast iron pan. I'm going to do a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to go right in with some onions. You definitely want to preheat your pan first. You could preheat it in the oven, or you could preheat it just over an open flame or on your stove top. But you want to make sure your pan is really nice and hot. So we're going in with our onions, and I'm just going to start prepping up a few of the ingredients while our onions are sauteing. We're going to take some Roma tomatoes. You want some nice plump tomatoes, and we're just going to de-seed. So I just kind of take the middle guts, so to speak, right out of the tomato. Romas are just probably perfect for this, or if you have, you know, some fresh garden tomatoes still that you could, you know, utilize, you could do that too. All right, so we're going to just take the seeds out, and then we're just going to do a rough chop on these tomatoes. So just kind of go through and just rough chop them. All right, and now that you've got your tomatoes chopped, we'll keep going with the dish. Again, this is one of those like 15-minute entrees ready to go. This would be great served with a side of rice, or you could serve this, you know, with a nice salad on the side as well. All right, so we added some garlic. Garlic makes it all better. I've turned our heat down just a little bit, so we're trying not to scorch or burn the garlic or the onions. All right, we'll go right on in with our tomatoes, and you'll start to see at this point that we'll kind of start building a little bit of a sauce. All right, and then next we're going to start working on our shrimp, and then our shrimp is going to be added into this. Another great thing about utilizing and working with shrimp is that it cooks so quickly. So if you're looking for something like as far as a quick go-to for, you know, weeknight, the shrimp is going to cook in a matter of minutes. So it's a great protein that you can use for early, you know, quick go-to meals. All right, so our tomatoes are working in here a little bit. Our onions are working. I'm just going to pull a little bit of shrimp here that I've got, and we're just going to take the skins off. A lot of times you can buy them already deveined, which is pretty handy, but they still have the shells on them, so they're going to be a little bit more economical if you buy them already deveined but still have the shells on. All right, and then I'm just going to start throwing those shrimp into the pot so they can start cooking. Everything's just browning up nicely in the pan, and that's why we are going with that cast iron skillet, because it's a great heat conductor. The heavy bottomed pan is going to hold that heat. So if you add something cold to it, like the shrimp, it's not going to really affect the heat of the pan, because it's a great heat conductor, and it's just going to keep that heat and keep searing along. All right, a few more shrimp in there, and then we're going to bring this dish to life. We are going to deglaze this pan with a little bit of white wine. Of course, we want to season it with some salt and pepper, but really the beauty comes in the end, which is in feta cheese and some parsley. In Greek food, you really see a lot of parsley, a lot of olive oil, a lot of garlic, dill, all those wonderful herbs, but feta is definitely the cheese of Greece. And I want to encourage you to make sure that when you're purchasing feta cheese, you go big or go home. Because feta is a lot of the times when you buy those crumbles, they're just dry and they're just not good. So when you're purchasing feta, get it in the liquid. It's going to keep it really, it's going to be a lot more delicate, a lot more flavorful, and it's just a much better product. So when you buy your feta, definitely buy it when it's still in the block, in the liquid. All right, we are going to finish this up, deglazing with a little white wine, and then we're simply going to just add in the cheese, add in the parsley, season it, let it simmer, and it is ready to go. You know where to find this recipe? Go to middaykentucky.com/recipes tab. I'm Chef Allison Davis. We'll be right back after the short break.